me see if I can figure this out. Alright, there we go. I think I'm all set. Okay. Alright, so let me say something now. That looks different. Alright. Oh, I see oobs in here. That's weird. That didn't. It's not popping up my analytics. That confused me. That's so strange. Yeah, I know, right? 6 mil. Real whale over here. Wonder why that's not. Wonder if there's a way to refresh that on my end. Alright, there we go. That seems a little better. Alright. How we all doing? I think that I am going to start on this account with just running through my realm of Mystique. But for the most part, what I'm going to be doing is... Okay. Is the music... Is it still too loud? I just lowered it. Let me know if it's still too loud. It's pretty low on my end. I could almost barely hear it. Let me type, just in case you can't hear me. Okay, it's better now? Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to do some Realm of Mystique. Trying to do cross power, so I'm going to wait so I get some extra stuff. And then I'm going to go to the main. I'm going to push my tech a little bit. I'm planning to... Okay, good. Glad it's better. But if no one joins, I'm just probably going to go straight to the main. Because I don't feel like waiting on this account. So that's that. But yeah, how y'all doing? How's the week treating you? I don't know if I can send an invite because this is pre-KVK1. I don't know if this goes all the way to SOC on cross. I almost wonder if I could log in on another device for my main and just do it that way. But let's take a look here. Let's do this. Welcome to the stream, sewing. Sewing? I guess sewing. I'm not sure. Welcome. Alright. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep cutting in and out. It's gonna take a second. Nah, honestly, I don't care enough about this account. Sorry guys, I'm gonna switch to the main. Oh, is that Will? It's Will? It's been a while since I saw you. Yeah, we'll do it on the main. Oob, if you want, I can invite you for this, but I'm not willing to do this on the restart right now. I'm gonna keep pushing my tech, my healing tech. I also want to see how many crystals I've spent, because that's something I meant to send to you guys earlier. I also need to figure out a way to make my chat smaller. I think it's a bit too big on the screen. Come on. Alright. Actually, I guess I could throw this out there. Does anyone want to do Mystique with my main? I'll do Mystique with my main with whoever. Could even throw it in my restart chat. I can do that. Welcome, welcome. The whole voice chat game? Is that what happened? Voice chat came over? What do I need here? I need this to 10. Oh, okay, sure. Alright, let's take a look at where we're at. Yeah, face reveal is not happening. Don't get your hopes up for that one. I need achievements. So I believe once the update comes through, these will turn into claims, no? I think all these become claim points. Excuse me. Rather than kill or severely wound, I think it's take sevs, deal sevs, and kills, right? So that'll be something. But I'm at just about 30 million crystals spent. Once I spend these, I'll be there. So that's good. That's not bad. That is not bad. Let me share this in our alliance chat. If anyone wants to hop in. What is the thing right now? Nothing important. Alright, let's... I actually haven't done this with people, like, without random matching in a really long time. But, if anyone wants to join, you're welcome to. I need to take a look at this too. 40 gifts. Alright, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna buy the gifts? Who's gonna buy the 40 gifts? Let's get that going. Oh, you know what I do need actually? If there's a 4 bundle, I don't know if that's a thing. But if there's something to buy 4 things, I do need to do something. Of course Orc left. Why would Orc stay? I'm kidding. No, it's all good. I mean, this is just a chill stream. This isn't a... You know, when I do the KVK ones and you're all fighting, like, I expect to have more people, and not just, like, our kingdoms. But... Oh, you're talking about joined and left this. I thought you meant the, the stream. But I also made such a big mistake with the home gang. Whoa, what happened here? Never mind, that's sick. Maybe I didn't make a mistake. Wow, that's crazy. How are these people losing to me? My team's terrible. There's a 48.5 mil? And they lost to my team? Did it, oh my god, we're B? What the hell? How are we B? That team's so weak. We're 42.3. We were being 48s? That's crazy. That is nuts. But yeah, I made a big mistake with the home gang because I didn't realize it was for the whole KVK. So I kind of hope that I didn't like shoot myself in the foot with choosing a almost lesser team. No offense to you guys that are in that team, but I didn't really understand that it is not something that will be refreshed. I thought it was the type of thing that comes back a couple times at KVK. I didn't realize it would stay the whole KVK. So hopefully I can get enough stratagem points to actually like, buy things, but I'm a little concerned. And that's something that I wish I knew more about. I've heard you guys tell me that it's something that was in our first KVK 4, I guess, no matter what, like that's in that KVK. I have no recollection of ever doing a stratagem. Never ever buying a stratagem or whatever. So I don't know if I was just a terrible king back then and just totally neglected to buy even a stratagem. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I leave this on auto usually. It's not on auto. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So regarding the chat, is there something you guys would want to see different? Is it too large, too dark, too bright? Well, definitely not too dark. Normally don't buy them, you just pick them. Similar to the commander things, the bastions you're talking about. You want to shout out Kingski? There you go, Kingski. You get mentioned. That's the best you're getting. Yeah, you know what? Why don't I try something on my other monitor? So I set up this entire thing using ChatGPT for the code because I don't know the right code for the chat stuff. Let me see if I can figure it out though. I need the attack, don't I? Right. Using ChatGPT on my other monitor, trying to figure this out. What do I need this chat to be, guys? I need it to be transparent. Let's say doesn't have any bar on side or top. No sub only message. What else we need? Black text maybe? Let's try black text. We'll see if that helps. Oh wait, I forgot to see for OBS. That's pretty stupid of me. Or no, for YouTube, I guess? I guess for YouTube. Or I'll just tell it this is for YouTube and OBS. The chat above the screen isn't that great in your opinion? Do you mean the location it is on the screen isn't great? Or because the problem I keep seeing, and I'm gonna, like I said, try to change it. What is this? Oh, I claim all. Whatever. I always forget that that's a claim all. The problem I see with it is that it's white, and so you can't see it. But if I go to the code here, this is like, usually I don't understand any of this tech stuff, so I just ask you guys to help me, but this time where is my march? Where am I? Oh, that's not quite what I wanted. Let's reverse that. How do I change that back? Yuck, that looks terrible. Oh, I should have copy pasted it. That was a mistake. Can I undo that? Let me see. Bear with me, guys. What if there's an undo option somewhere? That looks terrible. Let me see. Let me try and contribute to. Of course, I'm standing in the one spot I could get hit by this tower. Alright. Now, I need to see how to do this, right? CSS code to... Oh, actually, I can take it from my last ChatGPT. Last time I used it. Should be able to get the history up. It was funny last time. It was like, yeah, I did it for you. It's perfect. And it just wasn't perfect. But it's better than nothing, right? So this should be how it... Yeah, this is how it was when you entered stream. I wonder if I can manually do like an RGB thing. Because that I can just figure out number scales, no? I mean... Because I see the font. I know how to adjust the font. And the size. I could change the size too. The size I like, actually. I think the size is perfect. Oh, color. Alright, there we go. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me see. I'm contributing so little. Let's say black and see what happens. No. Same. Make it black text. I've trapped you guys into doing this event for me while I manually try and fix my stream. Oh, Kingsky, watch the spikes. Kingsky, no. Wow, I saw that coming. Actually, I think I got two of you, didn't it? It's alright, you guys will be remembered. You guys are worthy sacrifices. I feel like this should be so simple to do. I guess I could just put a light background on it and do it that way. Let's say gray. Say tag him in. I don't think you can do that. Kingsky's, you know, helping out. He's probably doing more than me. Oh my god. This is me trying to get ChatGPT to like actually listen to me. Yikes. Now you can definitely see what people are saying though. This is like, I'm using 3 monitors multitasking right now to figure this out. I'm playing on one, doing code with the other, with ChatGPT. And I don't even know. I don't really need defense, do I? Alright. Welcome, welcome. Those of you joining. So, I don't know how many of you, there's clearly a lot of people from my mains kingdom here. But for those of you that are on the restart kingdom, seems like we're taking a little bit of a dramatic turn with a lot of unknowns and migration questions coming in. We care. That's funny. You're funny. Alright, can I, out of curiosity, is anyone very adept with, this CSS stuff? Because if someone knows, like, the CSS OBS code, I will happily just not play around with it like this. Can I do this? Let me see. No. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're still fine. It's just I've heard some big names are migrating. but I also know some. I know we're getting a lot of people. I did have a video scheduled for today. You may have noticed that I've had a lot less posts recently. I did have a video posted for today that I actually ended up not posting because, which sucks, because I edited it. I did a really nice thumbnail that I was really happy about, but some news came out that I decided to reevaluate it before going any further. So yeah, it was a bit of a rude awakening, I guess. I don't really have any other words for that. It was a little disappointing to hear what was heard, but I also don't want to talk too much about it until things happen, because you never know how things will change. Let's see what that does. Well, that's kind of a pretty looking color. Now I just need to figure out how to make it show less, I guess. I'm not sure. There's been a lot of talk. I think that there's a little bit of... It's tough, because if you are aware, I'm not sure if you are, 66 in our region, or not our region, but our, similar age, is like a whale kingdom that has a stupidly easy KVK. So, like, personally, I always approach that with the mindset of it's going to be a boring KVK. The other three kingdoms are like whatever, so it's literally just going to be a walkthrough KVK. So I would never go there, for instance, but other people prioritize gold chests over, necessarily getting fun fights. So with that said, yeah, there's some pretty big names that are talking about leaving. We're going to see how it shakes out. I think it would be stupid. You're basically saying, like, I don't want to fight in this game that I'm spending thousands of dollars in. That's just my take personally, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, well, 67 would have been rough because you would have been right against that pretty whale kingdom there. God, this event takes so long, doesn't it? And this stage is like brutal. So the chat I'm actually pretty happy about. I just want to make it smaller now. Maybe if I do something like this. Oh, there we go. That's not bad. What do you guys think about that, chat-wise? Is that chat good? Are the colors still a problem? What do we think? That's not bad. Why do I have a marker on me? It's because I'm freeloading. You guys not happy I'm freeloading? I know I am free to play, but you also have to understand that the reason I did that free to play is just purely for fun and for fighting. So I'm not going to choose like a whale kingdom just to min-max chests or something, because that's, not why I'm doing it. I'm doing, I'm just trying to get fights. Who even knows how it's going to result if I end up hating the long run afterwards, after KVK 1. Maybe I'll just turn into a farm. Like, we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely like open for interpretation and open for keeping it going for a while. Why is my music stopped? Oh, I guess the playlist stopped. Some people in that kingdom? Why did it double up your message on the screen? I think lots of that kingdom went to 68. Yeah, possibly. I think what's probably going to happen in that region is they'll do a 3 versus 1 against 66, which they have to do, and then probably try and group multiple into like a whale type kingdom against that kingdom. But I really don't think they'll be able to combine enough people to make it even relatively comparable to 66. It's very similar to back in my day when I was king. It's very similar to what I fought against in 2805. They were a whale kingdom that was like strong with that. We ended up beating, but it was good. God, I have to stop fully AFKing. I got so much going on right now. Let's do this. Buy one of these, whatever. There we go. Alright. I am working. Trying to figure this stuff out. Alright. That was such a pain. Yeah, this event, you know, it takes forever. That's kind of like the issue with this event. But I do actually like the concept of getting like these skills and stuff. Like I am one of the rare few who enjoy Golden Kingdom. Yes, believe it or not, I enjoy Golden Kingdom. So yeah, that's me, Golden Kingdom enjoyer. Everyone leaves live stream. But I plan to do a stream on Wednesday, most likely, where I'm going to prep all my marches. I don't think I'm going to do it today. I may take a look and talk about marches and armaments, etc. I actually need some like good advice. Oh, this guy has a shield. Widow. Wait, my screen is like busted. That was weird. I could definitely use some good advising on what to do, because I think I have like something around 120 stones. So Xeno supremacy. I really like. I have such a good setup of emojis. I feel like. I also have a lot. Oh, this is a cool one. Is it Richard? But yeah, I have a lot. I never realized how many. I feel like I have a good amount. But yeah, that's a good one. I should put some of those in my setup. The one I use really a lot is that and this, which ironically neither are the animated ones. But has anyone been watching the Chadsky KVK? I don't. He's not streaming right now. That when I checked, but it's been. Let me see something. 2877. Wow. My computer is just like lagging with 3 monitors and 3 things going on. Why did I get another ping? This is so strange. Do you get pings if someone reacts to and at everything on Discord? Because I don't know why my computer said I got new pings. It's strange. Can't wait to leak everything from our war on Thursday. I'm very excited to leak all of our voice chats. Gotta make sure that everything gets streamlined right to East Anglia. Oh, you know what I need to check actually? Wait, what the hell? Oh. Oh, that's so weird. I don't know why so it doubled up Will's message, but not on the actual YouTube top chat page. Oh, look at this. The MVP totally wasn't like completely AFK. I am the MVP. You're welcome, guys. I just carried the hell out of you. Wow, that's a lot of healing. But yeah, you know, I'm just the best of our kingdom. Better than our king here. You know, definitely better than Oob. Just so much better than all of you. Now, is that the real Apex? Is this the real Apex? Because last time I fell for the fake Apex. Apex, it's the it is this, the Realm Mystique. And the thing I always mess up, so just a reminder for those of you that don't realize, is it doesn't ping you that there's a shop after. So make sure you go in and you spend your stuff. Let's just do this. Because this one doesn't have materials. I don't know why. It's kind of weird they decided not to give it materials. Yeah, Apex. Last time I gave like a whole speech to Apex Sab, thinking it was you. I was like talking about the Canyon lineup and asking all sorts of questions. But yeah. What do I need next? I don't know. I'll spread the love out. Oh, that's not what I meant to press. Whoops. Definitely wood is not what I would have bought. Ay. That's okay. I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing. I'm going to use it all. Matchmaking takes forever. That is correct. That is correct. Who's this? Where did this guy come from? Wow, imagine being 98 mil. Just go to 100. That's terrible. Apex, did you actually not know this event existed? That's crazy if you didn't know this existed. But yeah, I literally was like asking all sorts of questions. It was while I was waiting for you to answer in Discord. I was asking all sorts of questions about my lineup, and Sabato was just like, yeah, I'm not Apex. But, you know, I think Apex Sab is a little bit of a misleading name there. Just saying. Alright, what am I getting? Is that the city one? Is this the city defense theme? Or not theme, what am I saying? Actually, I do have Apex here. The Peak Gaming, why isn't mine on the thing? Hello, Happy Ghost. So 73's, we're experiencing a little bit of a mixed reaction right now. There's a problem that we're experiencing where we just did a big kingdom merge, and I wanted to make an announcement about it, and I had a video plan for today, but there was also some pretty big negative things that happened today that I just found out about people that may be leaving potentially. And so I am debating, oh, one, I have to edit my video now, the entire video that was already planned and scheduled. So that's fun. I'm debating if I even want to do it now or just take it down. But, oh, see, I almost just did that. I am notorious for taking rune quest when there's no runes left. But it looks like we're fine. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. It's much earlier in the day than I thought it was. Any AP? What other questions did I just miss? But yeah, so 73, we gained about 200 million power from a kingdom in this merge that happened. Ooh, 26 minutes, can I make it? Let's see. Oh yeah, 6 minutes, oh my god. And then we should be losing a couple of big players relatively soon, which is kind of a problem. But is what it is. Things happen. Especially in early kingdoms, it is a thing that happens. That's also the beauty of having a main, is I'm not stressing it. You know, if we lose people, it's whatever. So nothing specifically happened. I talked about it, I think, before you joined, but basically, as you're probably aware of, 66 is a very large whale kingdom, and I think that there's a little bit of a desire to you know, get gold chests, which is understandable. I can't fault anyone for seeing an opportunity to get a bunch of gold chests and wanting to go there. So I'm not gonna like go deep into it because nothing's happened yet. So I'm not gonna say, oh, this is happening when nothing's happened. That would be kind of unfair of me to do, right? It's the same reason why, even though, well, as far as I know, and we could check together, you know, let's take a peek together. As far as I know, Cookie is still in 73. As far as what the future holds, I do not know. And so I'm not gonna say anything is you know, I don't know. I'm not in leadership here. I'm not in leadership in any of my kingdoms currently, thank God. I do not like that. Leadership is brutal. But oh no, I mean we are the weaker kingdom. Do you guys want to check this out? Here, Zebediah. I'll show you. I'll show you everything. Let's take a look. Oh God, don't look at the full AP bar. I am totally dead weight. Oh yeah. This too far? Ugh. Whatever. I don't care. This is why I am not it. I am so not it. Will I leave 73? I mean, we will see how the kingdom responds to some things that are happening. I don't plan to, right? I really don't plan to leave. I don't plan to change anything right now, but we have to see. Yeah, Cookie's still here, but again, we have to see what happens with a lot of people. You can see that, you know, our alliance is at a bill where we have a 900 mil in this. But if you guys want to see our enemy, I do have an account there somewhere. So if you guys want to see our enemy, it's definitely not an easy KVK, and we're definitely not the stronger kingdom. I could say that. If you watch the stream, will matchmaking stop? Yep. If you watch the stream for the next 24 hours, you guys win KVK. That's the rule. So this is our enemy kingdom, which they're stronger. 1.2 bill, 1 bill. You see they have some big players. But the difference is that this is not a stable kingdom still. For instance, and I'll give you one example of that. All their alliances sent out a mail saying, hey, we're doing a fixed MGE. We're doing a, you know, let's get our garrisons, Martel, etc. We're fixing it. And then they literally, I think I was told 5 hours. 5 hours later, they announced that they were no longer fixing it and that everyone is pushing it. I believe it was, I could get the name wrong. I think it was this guy, Bagration or whatever, was actually paying people to push because basically it's like, as I kept joking, a lukewarm Cold War going on. So I think if I had to like guess, totally guess, where am I? Oh, I'm kind of gonna guess that they may have a civil war over the temple. But if they figure it out, then, you know, more power to them. I can't scout that. Can I scout? Oh, whoa. What? That's weird. When I zoom in, there's no fog. When I zoom out, there's fog. That's strange. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't plan to leave, nor do I want to leave. But if, you know, my leadership falls apart or something, which they're not. Right now, they're totally fine. I could say that for sure. But if they do fall apart, or, you know, it looks like we're super weak, then maybe I will leave. Yeah, base tank is here. But the two different alliances here, the C74 and the D74, they've had civil wars a couple times now. I think if you watch my video, you'll see that I think the D74 guy swarmed base tank and Drago. And you could see that in that video. Maybe it was base tank, I'm not sure. One of them swarmed the other. And it took a bunch of deads and stuff. So they've had a bunch of civil wars. It must have been him. He's so many deads. But I don't know. It's so up for the grab. Well, why are you joining new projects? You're gonna quit again. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, Peak Gaming. What's your main? I'm curious. Or main as in what's like your account here? Oh, I see. You changed your name. I see now. I just clicked it. Well, you want to give your account to anyone anyways because it's against TOS. Am I right? Am I right? You would never break TOS. Oh shit. Whoop. What the hell? I should attack our allies. That'd be fun. So yeah, for those of you that are here that aren't aware, yeah, you think your name's Petrus? Yeah, that's a haha. We have a war against this camp here in this zone, so this is one of the strongest camps. If you don't know, I will show it now. We down here are Wessex, and we will be fighting East Anglia. So obviously you can see, right, that's a almost 1.5 billion power discrepancy, as well as 300 million KP, or sorry, 300 billion KP. So that'll be a pretty fun fight. And yeah, so that's super exciting. That's gonna be Thursday night. I'm gonna stream something like 4 UTC to 7 UTC probably, if not earlier. But thank you, Zebediah. Thank you. And then yeah, so we're gonna try to do that. Try to get a stream of that going on Thursday. If I can't get that going, then it'll be a stream on. I plan to stream pretty much at least all night on Friday, like literally from say 4 UTC to 10 UTC, which is literally midnight to something like 10 a.m. or something. Just talking off the top of my head, I'm not thinking straight. But yeah, so that'll be kind of insane if I do that, but I'm gonna load up and make that happen. So that's gonna be a pretty big fight though. We're fighting definitely a strong camp. And you can see by their flagging that they definitely intend to fight. Have they teleported? Maybe a couple people. No one meaningful. Oh, maybe a couple here. So yeah, we're gonna fight these guys pretty soon. Is this a stream person? I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I've been dying to fight, so maybe I'll make this a tiny bit shorter. My opinion on I. That's an interesting question. Which one is I? That's my opinion. Which one is I? That is my opinion. I actually don't remember. Is I the one that used to be INF? I don't recall. But yeah, so this is what's going on. We've got a pretty nice fight coming up. I'm pushing my crystal tech. If you guys don't know what that is, feel free to ask. I'm trying to get my March healing done as high as I can, but I was kind of curious if you can hit 5. Oh, I'd have to finish this first, right? Never mind. My new alliance. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not going there. Have fun. But yeah, so we're gonna keep pushing along. I don't really know at what point I'm gonna pivot from this to other stuff. I will be getting mounted warfare, so that's cool. I do have to look again at the guide to see if I'm supposed to be going for this first before doing some of the stats. I also at some point will be making my own guide at this, but it's a lot of work to make those, so I've definitely been procrastinating it a tiny bit. But yeah, hidden cost. And I'm also very focused on cav, so I do want to do just a little bit of the cheap stuff before war starts on Thursday. Yeah, what am I betting on for Grand Prix? So generally speaking, I try not to bet too much. I did bet on like some of the obvious ones, like 60 GT I grabbed earlier. I forget who the other one I did was. Can I see here? Yeah, I did 60 GT right here, and I did whatever GY16 is. This one that's fighting 60 GT. But if you actually look, you can kind of get enough to not have to really invest. right? Because I mean, what are you after at the end of the day? You want these probably, and you want the sculptures, and that's about it. So I guess we could gamble. Well, I thought you were supposed to be able to see power, but I don't know. I don't even know what Grand Prix is, if I'm being honest. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. I don't care as much about power, obviously. It's not really a good metric. But there are some things you can tell, like if there's a massive skew, but there's more people on one side. Like this, for instance, right? They're the same power, but they have no reserves. But maybe you just trust that everyone shows up. That's something that is worthy of note. I mean, they've won it all the way to this point. They're a 5-star kingdom. It's not like any of these kingdoms are like laughing matters. It also means that they have a lot more strong people in terms of power, because with 5 less people, they're equal in power. Honestly, that could be a sleeper bet. Maybe I'll take a look at that. Yeah, what is that? VVRS? Do I gamble? Do I do it? Even though I definitely shouldn't. VVRS. Ooh, and it's against them too. How are they doing the last round? Can I see? Oh, I kind of want to bet on them. VVRS. Seems like an interesting bet. How do I see their history? VVRS replay. Data. Team data. Let's take a look here. They are one of the bottom. -15, but they're fighting 261, no? You know what? I'm doing it. VVRS. Let us bet away. I mean, it's not like this is a big pool. How much do I need to get that achievement? And that's what I'll do. All in them. 650. So this is my take. They have more power. They do have 5 stars, you know. They technically have better point data. So we'll see. I think that's like, you know, I don't honestly recommend it. I would rather just not buy anything. But, you know, peer pressure. Peer pressure. Now, is Apex still here, out of curiosity? The real Apex, not the fake? Because I would ask you about my armaments if you're still here. Because I have so many things to trade. If not, that's fine. But, yeah, let's look here. Do I have 85 chests still? I opened 150 earlier. Oh, I do. Let's do that. Oh, wait, actually, hold up. Lucerne. Oh, it is week 5. That's fine. I'll open it up. Alright, 85 gold chest opening. Woo! Get excited. Yeah. Let's do it. 86 chests. Actually, that's not terrible. It honestly wasn't terrible. Obviously, I don't care about these commanders anymore, but 13 Mehmed heads. Yeah. Actually, that's not good. That's a pretty bad one. I don't need any of these. They're all expert, obviously. It's all garbage. But that is just for alliance mobilization. Okay, Apex is here. So let me do this, and then I will show off my 73 account again. So Apex. I'm going to go through this as far as finalizing things next time. But I have obviously a bunch of conversion stones. Not too much, but some. And 116 of these. So when we look at my marches, I have very few like decked out things. Especially you can see Cav. I have a pretty decent stat. Like I have 12.3 defense. I've got some stuff here. But I do have a lot of like messiness. So I could reroll this for the attack. There's a bunch of other options going on. Okay, I could even do this on... Oh no, so never mind. I can't do that. But I like have no idea what I'm doing on this account for this. Why is this not on? Wait, what the hell? I wonder if I like lock this and didn't realize this should be on, no? Oh, this is shit. 5% march speed. Cav don't need more march speed. God knows Cav don't need that. This is like low-key one of the best purples I've probably seen. Why is this so good? But yeah, I kind of am lost on what I'm doing for this account on armaments right now. I have like so much random stuff that I've just been keeping. Like I keep this for instance because it's pretty decent overall, but this has cohesive. So it's like I don't know. I feel like I need some level of guidance on what I'm doing with my armaments right now. Like even this. I mean, this is better because it has the hardy, but God, look at these purple. Where's my Guan? Hold up. I know I don't use skill damage anymore in Inf. Wow, that's a pretty nice looking thing with 2 purples. Holy crap. That's crazy. That is a nice looking Inf set for 2 purples and no rerolls pretty much. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, so I'm lost. I mean, my cav is like a mess right now. This isn't bad, but I think that most things can't be re-rolled. And I don't have any crystals. So I don't know what I'm doing. But that's what I need to figure out by Thursday. I probably will do another stream on Wednesday at least, going over all this and like finalizing it all. Okay, you know what? I'm not leaving my chip there. Hold on. Alright. So yeah, I'm not leaving I don't know what I'm doing as far as this stuff goes. I just have like triple stats. I have some 3 different okay archer things here. But yeah, my archers are like in a decent place, but they're kind of set right now because a lot of them need re-rolls. I mean, this is fine, right? I'm not a rally lead. This is just for field. So this is like, I feel like this is good enough. I only want to re-roll this just for perfection, but I think my archers are good enough to leave. Then this stuff is atrocious. So this is like where I need to put a lot of effort in right now. The only thing that I have going for me is you see my all damage is pretty decent, but I'm like very heavily in just like random loot right now. Besides this, I got the 2%. Yeah, I can Apex. The problem I have is that I have so much just stuff right now that I don't know what to do with. And some of it's like good purple, and like this is this, well, this bountiful's garbage, right? But these are the ones where I'm like, I don't want to get rid of this right now because I have no better stat, and I have 4.8% all damage. But this is such a weak set for my BQ, which is like pain right now. Especially this. I could just reroll this just cuz, but this is a garbage inscription, which sucks. But 1.5% all damage, I think, is max purple, right? So I almost would re-roll this just for the hell of it. And then the last one here is my Delta, which is probably my worst, I would think. But even then, again, 4% all damage. Let's take a look here. I'm not too familiar with my Cav stuff. Wow, that's a very nice inscription. But again, 1.1% all damage. It's so annoying because I feel like I get locked into these because they have good rates on the epics. That's a nice one. That's one I'll probably transfer over once a new thing comes out. So many minimum things. This should have been recycled. But just so much all damage. Like my BQ and my Arthur just have all damage, all damage, all damage. It's so crazy. Why does my music keep stopping? This is so strange. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with matchmaking. It seems like it's just not working. What is this? What is this? Oh, this is my city defense right now. Yet another triple stat for infantry. I don't know why. It's just everything for infantry is good. What are you? What are you wearing? I should probably just scrap this. I don't think I use Harold for anything. Alright, so yeah, so that's just like a kind of little bit overview. I need to iron all of this out for sure soon. Yeah, Apex. I guess that means Cav, because this is my gear. So, this is by far my best gear, with archers being second. But even then, I have to also, I need to apply... Oh, I guess I could do that. I didn't even realize I could do that. That's funny. I meant to click on something like this. And I need to apply some crystals. Actually, I could just do this right now. Well, when you make the swap, right, you grab the KVK helm, which I have. You grab the KVK weapon, I think it is, that crossbow. And then, yeah, let's do this. And then what, the arms you leave? Or usually you go leadership. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do 4-piece with 2 KVK gear. Let's do it. Alright. So now we're in business with that. We're gonna leave this for another day. I don't have a horn, do I? No. I do have enough currency in the shop. Yeah, at some point in Apex I'll send it to you. We'll see. See if I get lazy. It seems like I have a helm I'm not using. But yeah, there's a lot of gear right now that's just kind of in limbo. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with it. I've got a dagger that's not being used. Maybe I'll swap this for the dagger. That could be a smart decision. Oh yeah, for sure. Let me do that. Because sometimes I drop him, so that'll be fine once he gets dropped. And then let me just update the... Well, actually, again, I'll do this all Thursday. I'll finalize it all. Or Wednesday. 222. Yeah, the reason I'm not going to right now, Apex, is that I've heard that QSH does like practically the same with the 4-piece set with the skill damage buff. So I think for my purposes right now, that's probably enough rather than like crafting and starting 2 entire pieces of gear. Meaning the 2 leadership things. I also should take a peek probably at the currency, so I could like grab another horn or something. Coin wise, I don't have enough to make the crossbow though, so that's that. That's fine. I mean, I don't even know how much materials I have. Let me see. I mean, the chests, I really don't have many chests. I guess I spent them recently. I don't even remember. Yeah, nothing much. It's not too significant. Do have a lot of blueprints though. Wait, does this mean I have another mask? I have one crafted. Right? Or am I nuts? Oh, I do. So I have another mask. That's funny. I didn't even realize. And I should probably summon these at some point. Kill those. Is the music? Yeah, I kind of wish it was a little louder. I'm gonna raise it. Tell me if it gets too loud. So let me know if this is too loud, and I'll lower it again. But yeah, so I was just informed today by Oob something very disappointing, which is that you can't gift Flux across kingdoms, which I did not know. So that's kind of a problem because I plan to do Flux giveaways across all subscribers, but if I can't gift Flux, then how am I gonna do a Flux giveaway? So that's kind of a predicament, you know. I don't really know how to get around that. I mean, I could beg Lilith for some codes, but that kind of defeats the whole purpose. I could also just do giveaways in 73 and in 77. But again, that defeats like half the point of a large subscriber base and giving back. So if anyone knows a good way to do a Flux giveaway besides just like, here's a PayPal, let me know, because I'm not doing the PayPal. Because I really wanted to do Flux giveaways once I got monetized. That was like kind of going to be the give back to everyone reward. I was going to give away a bunch of money. But regardless, the first step is to keep getting subs, keep getting the watch time. It doesn't seem, which is what I expected with how this game is, it doesn't seem like watch time is going to be my issue. It seems like to get monetized, it's really going to be the fuck, Weapon X. Alright, fine. Fine. That's a nice one right there. One second, everyone. Gotta figure something out. Goddamn landscapers just came, so that's gonna be a bit loud. I don't know how much my... Seems like my mic's picking it up, so someone tell me if this is unbearable. I can see feedback on my mic, so you guys must be able to hear it at least a little bit. Someone just tell me if they can hear it, or if it's bad or something. God, everyone leaving their damn marches everywhere. I don't care. I let Weapon X have it because he's my kingdom, but I'm taking this one. So can you hear that? Someone say something. I know you're here. I just need to know if you guys can hear it so I can plan around that in the future. Especially for KVK fighting, where I'm trying to do real long streams. But I guess it's not something I can change too much. Honestly, I think this is the worst event they've added in the last like 4 years. I hate this event with the Passion Alliance Mobilization. I feel pretty strongly that's like the worst event in the game. What? Someone has me beat? Oh my god, I'm 11? Ugh, how does someone have me beat? That's craziness. What about Expedition? Oh, I'm 61, I'm way behind. Achievement points, 43. That makes more sense. I'm not too far ahead in. That's insane. That's a nuts amount of resources. But yeah, so I needed to do Mystique on the other account. I also still have to do Home Gang, which like apparently people keep attacking us and doing terrible somehow. So that's always good. And that's to get the stratagem points, which will buy me these, for those of you that don't know. I don't really see myself getting them, which is kind of sad. I may be able to get one, so that's something, the life of a poor little soldier. But yeah, so between this account having war this week and 73 having a bit of stuff going on, I'm going to be waiting to see what happens, I suppose, to figure out content. Again, I did have an entire video made and scheduled to go up today. It's a really nice thumbnail that was probably one of my better ones, but I had to take it down because things were changing. I didn't want to have any not up-to-date, incorrect information, because I think that's pretty important to always be giving the best advice, but also not be like, oh, my kingdom's amazing, everyone's coming here, everyone loves it here, and then have like 2 people leave or 3 people leave or whatever, 1 person leave. I want to make sure that I'm saying all the right things and not the things that I want you to hear. So I am going to wait a tad on that before I send more videos out for 73. I could do an account update just cause, but that's going to be a minute before I do that. Wonder if I can get that. QSH is so good at chaining. Oh. Yes. Oh, QSH is so good. 3 runes. Maybe I'll leave that for now. Try to recycle this. Let me figure this out. I feel like my crystals are definitely one of the further times I've had in past KVKs, but it's short. It's not as far as I thought it was. I think it's at like 30 mil now. Let me see. And I haven't chained too much too, so that obviously contributes. 29.765 million. Who's this? Another guy? Another Miller? Hey, hey. All over the place. What I really want to do is turn that fighting stream into a drinking fighting stream. That'll be fun. But I also don't think I'll stay awake if I do that. And I definitely need to stay awake. But yeah, I think while I am trying to figure this out. What are these? 1% extra damages. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of too much. Ooh, can I do this right now? That would be neat. Let me see. Nope. I'll do it tomorrow. Or the next day, actually. Can I do anything here? Just trying to figure out if there's anything I could do before I sign out for the night. Or the day, not the night. Or if anyone wants to see anything, clearly I'm done with most of the things I'm trying to do right now, so I'm happy to show off the accounts or the kingdoms or whatever. I did throw the coins into this as a little bit of a gamble because of points that I talked about earlier this stream. Oh, look at A77R. That's cute. Cute, so cute. Alright, well, if no one has any questions, I haven't quite figured out what else is needed right now. I think that I've done literally everything I intended to do, besides finish the bastions. Although I mean, I have 2 rune quests, so I could just go do that. But I'm exhausted. This has been a long day already. It's only 4. Ugh. I'm also curious to see, because when I stream for the fighting, it'll be my nighttime. I think most of the people that I have joined will be asleep. So we'll see if I either have a new crowd hop in or I'm just here alone. So it'll be one of the two. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'll wrap it up now. It doesn't seem like anyone has any questions. I can't think of anything else I need to talk about. So with that said, if you did enjoy, do come back for the fight later in the week. I will see you there. Like and subscribe.